you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be, be, be. Yeah, I hope that you're listening. There's only one thing you know you gotta do. That's breathe.
All you got to do is just breathe, breathe, and breathe some more. Everybody come on in. It is time for the Own Your Now show. I am your host, Tracy Bear McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I am your co-host. I'm the co-host to the host. I'm Yolanda Langford, and they call me Lady Yo.
That's right, the co-host with the most.
Oh, hey, I'm going to receive that today. That's my granddaughter does. She always says,
yes. How are you, Lady Yo?
I am well, girl, because you know what? Do you know what?
Why? Because it's November. It's your season.
It's my season. It is Scorpio season. So, you know, the Libras always say something, or the Aquarius it's all about the Scorpio. So I'm ready. I'm ready. This will be my 59th year of living. God says the same, honey, on 11/11. So I am excited.
That's it. That's a good date. 11/11, of course it is.
11/11/66. So, I mean, everybody always would say, oh, gosh, you know, you got some lucky numbers there. And then it's Veterans Day also. So I always say people get off for Veterans Day and my birthday.
Well, yeah, we got to celebrate. Well, all those on Facebook and YouTube side that has birthdays and shout outs, you all can start putting them in. We're going to say hello to our YouTube correspondent, Robert Jackson. Hey, Robert, how are you? Excited that you are here with us. You know, Robert is always on the YouTube side. We might need to get somebody to be back on the Facebook side.
Yeah.
You know what? Tonight, Teresa's on the Facebook side. So everybody say hey to Teresa because she's on the Facebook side to help us out. Lady O, I mean, like, how you feel about this weather? Thank goodness the hurricane has kind of left Jamaica. We were praying for Dawn and her family and her husband.
Yes, you know, when I realized that Don and Alonzo were over there, I just really brought it home for me. I was, you know, praying for those who were over there. However, they said there was like 20,000 people who were vacationing, having weddings and things of that sort. But then when I saw someone we know that we love, our very own Dawn Harper Nelson, gold medalist Dawn Harper Nelson, it brought it home for me. So, of course, I was praying for them. And they're two cute little kids. I was just praying for them, too. Yeah. But God is good.
Yes, they just got to make it back home because, you know, things just at the end of the day, God is good and God is always on time. And we're going to continue to make sure that we all know what that looks like for us to stay on time, in time. Yes. Speaking of on time and in time, what are you sipping on? What's in your cup?
Let me tell you, you know, I'm supporting the family business. I have a backflip screwdriver. Oh my goodness. And it's just something a little light. It's refreshing. I said, you know what? I'm going to drink that tonight. And I dug up an oldie but goodie cup. Remember when Shamim Clark Hubbard bought these for us?
Yes.
And
I got my cups and stuff like that.
So I pulled that out, and that has my great H2O. I have been working out, God bless my soul, with Orange Theory. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's one of those hit kind of things. You know,
they wear you out.
Circuits. And I'll tell you what, they call this week Hell Week. And let me tell you, I called my girlfriend Jackie. I said, I think I need mouth to mouth. I'm out of breath. in my car, but thankful that all my limbs work and that I am able-bodied and able to do that. You know, we both have been concentrating on our health, physical health, and I'm proud of you because I see you go at like 5:30 a.m. to the gym.
4:45. I try to get there early, me and Mon and Sin, just to get in and out before all the other people get there. It's people there every single day.
Yes.
And so it's hard, but once you get past that 45-minute workout, then something else kicks in.
Yes.
And then I'm rolling. And so
yes,
I do not have coffee in my cup tonight. I have my Sister Keeper I Define Me cup, and I'm drinking STO water. Y'all know we got some good water in St. Louis, and I got to make sure that I stay hydrated, and
Yes.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Yes, and I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you. You are sticking to it, and I'm glad you got some accountability partners. That is important. And I always tell people the biggest thing is just putting your clothes on and getting there.
Just get there. Just get up and go. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know what's up with Ameren. If y'all know somebody who got to hook up for Ameren, the bills have been so high. I'm like, do we cut the heat on or not? I don't know. But in the morning, it's hard getting out that bed. You just got to come over, get out there and do it. Just do it. No, just do it. Like look, I was like Mikey says, Nike says, just do it.
Mikey and Nike.
Yes, that's it. But we're gonna say a couple of shout outs to a couple of our owners that we can see that are in the chat. Who is out there in Facebook? And are y'all on the Facebook, or we're gonna just call it the Wellness Room? How about that?
There you go.
Who do we see?
We have Joan Gray, Jane Bajol, Alex Easter. He is in there. Oh, hey, Beverly Cage. Good to see you, girl.
Hey, Beverly. Yes. This is a great time for you all to hit the share button and share and share and share some more. We have amazing resources, especially when it comes to our boys. We have a great event that's coming up this weekend, and you all want to know more about that. So if you all can just hit the share button now. If you're on the Facebook side and you have never followed us over on the YouTube side, subscribe so that you can get updates, because sometimes Facebook can act up, but we're not going to say that because we're grateful that we in here with them right now. So keep following us and subscribing for all the exclusives, because that's what it's all about. Lady O, birthday shout outs. Who we shouting out?
Hey, Joan Gray says happy birthday to Betty Meacham, Keith Attaway, and Martha Green. And I have Sarah Ferran, my aunt Emma Smith, she's having a birthday, Ruthie Wiley, and her grandson Elijah McDowell are having a birthday. So happy birthday, everyone. We send our love, and we hope that your birthday is a day to remember.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, Robert said that today is Ruby Dee's birthday, of course. Gabrielle Union, Tracy Ellis Ross, and Gabrielle on the same day. Delroy Lindo, Melba Moore, and Jane Kennedy. Woo!
Let me tell you something. Jane Kennedy just came out with a new book. That lady was and is still that girl.
She is. Lady, we got to get her on the show. Of course,
you
know how to talk about books.
I actually wrote her name down, and I'm doing my little investigation. So if anyone knows Jane Kennedy, tell her Tracy and Yolanda would love for her to come on the On You Now show and tell us all about her book. She has an interesting story, and she had some issues she had to overcome, and it messed with her mentally. That then it created issues in her work life,
right?
And how she overcame that, and the support she had is just amazing. And I got a chance to meet her when I was at Grambling University, and she was one of the kindest ladies, and she's pretty in real life.
Yeah, it makes a difference. You know how I feel. What's even more important is when you're pretty inside and out.
She was. Gracious to little old Tracy. I think I weighed $105 at the time, I was big hair and smiles. And, she just allowed me to love on her. And she appreciated me as a student and gave me a lot of encouraging words. So that's my Jane Kennedy story.
I love that. I want to say hey to Miss Pat. She says, hello, ladies. I want to be like you when I grow up. She's drinking water. She has water in her cup. We always want to shout out everyone because we want to make sure that everyone is seen and heard and appreciated. Everything that we do focuses on wellness, opportunity, knowledge, and empowerment. Speaking of wellness, opportunity, knowledge, and empowerment, we have someone that's coming on today that has an amazing program for our young men. Who am I talking about, Lady O?
We have Keenan Morrison. He's the founder and CEO of The Village, a nonprofit mentoring organization empowering boys ages 6 to 18 across the St. Louis region. Since 2010, The Village has connected young men and caring mentors who provide academic guidance, life skills training, and family engagement. I want to hear all about it. I know our owners want to hear all about it, so we're going to bring it right on up.
Yes, unmute yourself, Mr. Keen and D. Morrison.
Hello, ladies. Hello.
Hello,
How,
hello,
how
hello.
are you?
I am wonderful. I am so happy to be here. It's an honor, and I'm excited. What are we going to talk about? What you want to
We're
talk
going to talk about you and all the fabulousness you are bringing to the STL. But before we start, tell us what's in your cup.
What you say?
Oh, so okay. Eggnog. I have some
What?
eggnog in my
It's
cup. It's, it's
a
getting a little wintry, season's greetings. I got my Christmas tree.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
okay.
Listen, you can kid about your Christmas tree, but I know some people whose Christmas trees are up, and I know some people whose Christmas trees never came down.
Wow, wow.
We ain't gonna name no names, no names, no names.
Well, everybody is shouting you out already in the chat. When we're doing things in a community that's good, we want to make sure that everyone is aware of it. So, the Village 314. What is the Village 314?
The Village is a community service organization, but the heart and soul of what we do is we mentor young Black males ages 6 to 18, and we believe that experience is the master teacher. And so what we do is we try to pack them tight with experiences and opportunities so they can discover gifts and talents and really discover what the world has to offer them and what they have to offer the world.
That's important. Often we pour into the kids, but we don't give them that foundation that they too have something to
Mhm.
offer the world, especially when they go through a program like yours. The Village emphasizes family engagement and community connection. How does community wellness influence the overall health and growth of the youth you serve?
Well, it makes all the difference because we are all in some levels positive or negative a product of our environment, right? And so we as elders we have to be intentional about the engagement that we allow our children to receive. And so like the Bible says guard your gates, right?
Right.
And so we try to be intentional by surrounding them with Black men who are whole, healthy, strong, confident, but most importantly, because none of us are perfect, they all care.
I love that. I love that. We often talk about the programs for the girls, but the fact that you have something that offers service and mentors, why do you feel that that's so important? And what age group do you serve again?
So the youngest is 6 years old. I definitely suggest that you wait until 8, unless it's an extreme situation to where you need support. And the oldest is 18. But to answer your question, I think ask the question again.
That when we talk about the different things, see this the eggnog. What is in the eggnog?
I cannot disclose. No,
You talk about responsibility, service, and purpose. Those
yeah.
young men are always giving back in the community. Talk to us about why that's important and what is the age group that you serve.
It's important because it's up to us to change the narrative. It's one because the world is so isolated and everybody is individualized with it, even sitting next to each other. And so what we do is we push them outside of their comfort zone so they can see and touch and feel what the world has to offer. And we are intentional on the most minute of levels, and so that
Mhm.
includes the partnership with Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, where we encompass them with Black men, and you see the spiritual alignment when you connect. People across generations. It's like wisdom and influence flow. It's a beautiful thing to see. We're intentional about the dialogue and the conversations. Because we only group mentor, we have the space that a lot of educators don't to talk them and coach them through, to mentor them through their emotions.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So in that moment when they're triggered, we can have that conversation as a group because we're not individuals. We are one community, right? And so
Oh yes.
we just model that. We just model that intentionally.
Now you started this organization. I think it's with two kids, and now you're
Yes.
up to 150
Mhm.
per year. How does that feel to you, and how does that encourage you to go on?
You know, I tell people that, women are smarter than men. And, a big reason is that you guys like bring life into this world. You guys got a whole different spiritual connection. And I see it in my daughter, who's now 10 years old. She's just, like, boy, but I say all that to say that I believe that the closest thing that a man can get to birth is taking an idea and bringing it to life. And so it means the world to me, not only that I was able to support and do what I believe that is right, but so many other people believed it too. So many educators who work 5 hours a week have come out to volunteer their 6th day. There are so many people who have volunteered, supported. I mean, a phenomenal staff who by faith believe in the work will matter and make a difference. And I truly believe that we are the best solution to what you see going on TV.
I love
Yes,
that.
speaking of that, you said teacher. You started. You have a degree in petroleum engineering, and you were a math teacher for
Mhm.
10 years. Am I
Mhm.
correct?
I was a math teacher for 20 years, 20-year educator, retired.
Congratulations. Thank you for your
Thank you.
service.
Thank you.
You just talked about mentorship. When we started, I started the I Define Me movement over 25 years ago, focusing on girls. And people
Mhm.
always ask, well, why don't you work with the boys? In the same way that you said that we can birth, we can birth life and that we're so amazing. Sin says, yes, we are. There's something about our young men needing men to mentor
Yes.
them and
Yes.
talk to and pour into them in group settings,
Mhm.
community based, because there you can have so many in-depth conversations outside of like the barbershop and places like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Do you all need mentors? What are some of your needs? Because we want to make sure that the community is able to step in and support the things that you're doing at the village.
Well, thank you for that. And we believe that we know that representation matters. And so
Mhm.
not only do we want to represent in the community, right? Absolutely, but we want to represent in the professional spaces and show these young men that there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of black men who are married, who are raising their children, who are in wealthy, well off, paying their bills and having some vacation money left over.
Okay.
Pray for Jamaica. But
Yes.
um, for me, it's it's the work.
Mhm.
It's the love of what we do. I forgot your question
No,
again.
you're fine. You're fine. You are great. You did not forget because you have things you want to get out.
I
We
get
want to know, how
excited.
can people support you? Like, if someone wants to be a
Oh,
mentor, how do they
that's right.
contact you? And what's the process?
Yes, we need mentors. We need sponsorships for our 10-year anniversary. We just had a fundraiser last week, but this is 10 years. And actually, to be honest with you, I've been doing this work for 15 years. We've been incorporated for 10 years. So we're looking for resources. We're looking for people who want to know that their $5, $10 is having an
Matter.
impact. We do not charge our families that we engage and that we serve. We need business owners to reach out so that we can pull up on them and take a tour of their business. Regardless of
Oh, wait,
background.
wait, wait. You said pull up on them, which means you all provide transportation?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. To the best of our ability, for the last 2 years, we're providing transportation for our inner city youth to make sure that they get picked up and have a whole day of experience from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. No excuses. If you're serious about making a change, getting outside of your comfort zone, experiencing what life has to offer, jump on that van, come on out. It'll be a great time. And the parents love us. They get a whole day off.
So is this how often do the boys meet up with you? Because of course you have the space to be able to support them in different age groups. So when do they meet?
We meet 2 Saturdays a month on second Saturdays and fourth Saturdays. If they go to the Village Facebook page or go to the website or, IG, but if you go to the Facebook page and click on events, every month, I believe the third Thursday of every month, we just had one, and they can register anytime. Register now so
All
that
right.
the day of the event, we'll send you a Zoom link and you'll get a live presentation about who we are and what we do. It doesn't matter if you want to be a mentor, mentee, volunteer, sponsor,
Okay.
All
caregiver,
right.
supporter, because it's not just parents raising kids, it's aunties, uncles, elders. It
That's
is
it.
the village, right? And so you can go on there. And once you see the presentation, we'll send you, and you can decide for yourself how you can support the greater good.
All
Yes.
right. Look, we want everybody to put Village 314 in the chat. We have to ask you, what is your wellness word of the week, Mr. Keenan Morrison?
My wellness word has really been like for the month, man, but it is resilient. People say, "How you doing? How you doing?" I don't say fine. I don't say okay. I am resilient because I want to speak that into my life because you know what they say, life be lifing. So
Yes.
we are resilient. We are resilient people.
Yes, we are. We got to keep doing it. We thank you for everything that you're doing. Anytime you want to come back, please let us know. We want to make sure we get out information about our boys. 2 Saturdays a month, y'all. Follow, share it with some parents who need those
Yeah.
resources because, like he said, there's so much that's going on in television and media. Look at the Village.
Yeah, the
And we just make sure.
village314.com.
That's it, y'all. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
My
you.
honor. Thank you.
Woo,
Oh,
lady, oh.
I love his energy. And you have to have that kind of energy, Tracy, because you are with our young ladies 365, 24/7, that you
Yeah.
have to have that energy with the kids. And they don't want to feel like you're talking to them, but they want to feel like it's more of a conversation. I think he
That's
has
right.
all the variables that our
Yes.
young men, no, I know he has all the variables that our young men need. So if you are a man, a grown man,
Grown
and
man.
you want to be a mentor, reach out to the Village 314 through their Facebook page, through their IG, and sign up. And then share this information with people that that need the support with their young men, 6 to 18 years old.
Well, when you talk about support, we make sure we support the children, we support the boys, we support the girls. But you know what? Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is all about service. And they make sure that we make sure that we take care of our community. But there is an event that's coming up and we want to share. So we have Tracy Carter, the president of St. Louis Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and Dawn Gibson of St. Louis Delta. She's a chairperson, and they have an event coming up, and we are so excited to be able to talk about it. I was about to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
Good evening and happy Scorpio season, Lady Yo. It's that time.
Are you a Scorpio too, love?
Yes, it's that time.
Okay. Scorpio season. Well, we have to start off by asking Dawn, Miss Gibson, what's in your cup?
It's not very exciting because it's certainly not eggnog, although I wish maybe I needed some. I just have some water. So I'm staying hydrated as well. Sometimes when you're running and gunning, you have to stick to the basics.
Woo! Running and gunning. I gotta put that in my repertoire this week. Running and gunning. I love it. I love you. Miss Carter, how about yourself?
I, in my Delta cup, have sweet tea.
Okay.
Sweet
I like
tea.
some sweet tea. I went to college in Louisiana, so I drank a lot of sweet tea in the South. So amen. Well, we're going to get started. Miss Carter, enlighten individuals who may not know about Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated.
Well, what I can say for Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is that for the St. Louis Alumni Chapter, our chapter's legacy began on December 19th, 1926. Yes, next year we will be celebrating 100 years. We were chartered under the name of Lambda Sigma. We're now called St. Louis Alumni Chapter under the guidance of our visionary founder, Madri Penn White. For nearly a century, we've been proudly upholding the tenets of our founders in our community. We're guided by our 5-point programmatic thrust, which includes economic development, education development, international awareness and involvement, physical and mental health, and political awareness. We believe in cultivating the potential within our community, particularly our youth, through transformative programs such as our Delta Twinkles, which are our very little girls starting at 6 years old, Delta Academy, Delta Gems, our Embody program, which is young men, and our AREA Rites of Passage program. Furthermore, our signature community awareness and involvement programs include our Breakfast with Santa program, our Dive into Books, and our Trunks Up. We actively support all underserved communities in the St. Louis area and the surrounding areas. For the sorority itself, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is an organization of college-educated women committed to the constructive development of its members and public service with a primary focus on the Black community. Right now, Delta Sigma Theta is a private, not-for-profit organization whose purpose is to provide assistance and support through established programs in the local communities throughout the world, not just the U.S., not just St. Louis. So since its founding, we have had over 350,000 women to join the organization. It's based on sisterhood, again, predominantly Black women who are college educated. So that's us. The alumni chapters are located throughout the United States, Canada, the Virgin Islands, Bermuda, Africa, Jamaica, everywhere. We're everywhere. Wherever you go, you will see a Delta. Isn't that right?
I love that.
T?
That's right. That's right. Everywhere you go, you will see or know, because we're all about service. But we also know that we want to make sure that people understand that when you start something, that it becomes a legacy. And you all have an event. We have an event. I keep saying we because of all the chapters to support each other has an event that's coming up. And Dawn, you want to talk to us about the event, correct?
Sure. And I will just share a little bit about the St. Louis Delta Foundation, because we work together so much with the St. Louis Alumni Chapter that I think sometimes there is a little bit of a mix-up and people don't realize that it is two organizations partnering together. Our organization was founded in 2012. We are a 501c3, which means that we are a charitable philanthropic organization, and that shared purpose of supporting underserved youth and underserved communities in the St. Louis area is what draws us together in these partnerships. So some of our recent initiatives, it includes the scholarships that we give out every year in partnership with St. Louis alumni for high school seniors headed to college. We have supported some programs around substance abuse for youth in the past year or so. And we also do some public safety work. We've supported an organization that focuses on public safety. So the event that we are partnering up now is a fundraiser, and it is the biggest event I think that either of our organizations puts on during the year, which is our Ida Goodwin Woolfolk Memorial Brunch. That will be taking place this Sunday, November 2nd, and it is from 1 to 4 at the St. Louis Marriott Grand Hotel. And I may have said that backwards because I think they refer to themselves at the Marriott St. Louis Grand. So it is an opportunity. I can't remember who coined the phrase "party with a purpose," so I apologize. I'm sure someone out there in the world knows and can let me know. But it is an opportunity for us to come together and to, enjoy some good music, enjoy some good food, but also raise money for some very important causes. And so the first one includes raising money for tornado relief in our area. And so some of the proceeds will support the Urban League, and we also will continue to support some of those scholarships and programs that both of us have talked about.
Wow, wow. Now I know that you all, when you talk about jazz and all the things that you're having, that you can either get a table or you can get individual tickets, but this includes the all you can eat brunch,
It
R&B, R&B, was it R&B, jazz, gospel?
yes.
Look, Keith, you might even better get some eggnog if you want to.
I don't want to promise that. I don't want to promise the eggnog, but yes, tickets are $125, or you can purchase a table for $12.50. So that would be a table of 10, and that does include some really good food. It is an all you can eat. It is a buffet, and we have quite a variety of food. I think that both organizations take pride in putting together a menu that appeals to a broad range of folks. In addition to that, you're going to hear some great music. So we've got so many artists. I cannot keep them straight. I'm being honest. So I have to absolutely look at my notes here. But the Coleman Hughes Project featuring Adrian Felton King, they are our headliner. But you also will hear some pre-brunch music. So the event starts at 1, but from 12:30 to 1, you get to hear Rhoda G, who is a saxophonist, and she is fantastic. Lady Yo, I see you nodding. We also have Cheryl Bowman, Sam Huddleston, Daryl Bassett, Anita Jackson, Jeremiah Allen in the house band, Tasha B. Our MC is BJ DJ. Missing a couple of folks: Gerald Taylor, Gerald Warren, Jeff Taylor, Gerald Warren, and then a young man named Miles Lacey, who I think is Tracy. Is he 12? I can't remember how old he is, but he's
He was on our show on the PBS side. And Lady
okay.
Yo, how old is Miles?
I think I don't want to say the exact age, but he's a young man and he
young,
is fantastic.
extremely talented. So
He is.
excited. So you get all of that. You get to hear all of that. And so when you ask, is it gospel? Is it jazz? Is it R&B? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, good time, good food, and an opportunity to help raise money for some very important causes.
And you all remember Tasha B was the artist who was performing, and TLC just happened to be going by the venue and heard her performing Waterfalls.
That was actually not Tasha B.
It wasn't Tasha B.
It wasn't Tasha
Okay,
B.
I got them mixed up because I was like, is that the girl that the lady?
No, it was Tish Haynes. It was Tish Haynes.
Tish Haynes. Okay, I'm sorry. Tasha B, I'm sorry, honey. I got excited. I had the wrong person.
We have so many great artists.
We do. St. Louis is great.
To get so many of them in one opportunity, and to be able to support the issues that we are overcoming in our community, because we're overcoming so many things, and we have to have reason to celebrate. So celebrate with a purpose is what we're all about. Like Robert said, great food and great music. And you know what? That's a really great price. It really is.
So, all that. And you know, BJ the DJ gonna be on the mic, keeping it live on the one, okay?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So you all get out and support, get your tickets. You all still have some tickets left, and they can go to the website as well.
They can go to the website as well. So, I am never good at saying websites because I always feel like you need to have them somewhere where people can see them. So we can certainly put it in the comments, but it is bit.ly/IGW 2025. So that is where you can get those tickets, and we can share that information in the comments as well, because we would love to see you.
And there are still tickets available.
Available till 11:59 today. Yes.
11:59.
Right.
So you gotta move fast.
It's like the perfect date, and you can wear your red. You can wear other colors if you want to, but I think red, black, all of that looks really great. So
it does not matter what color you wear to this event.
We just love to see you. We don't care what color you wear.
Hey, kick off Scorpio season. Why not?
That's what we're going to call it, the Scorpio kickoff party.
The season of Scorpio. Yes, indeed.
I love it. We need to ask you, President Carter, what is your wellness word for the week? And everybody else, you all can start dropping your wellness word in the chat as well.
My wellness word of this week is compassion, because I feel we need a lot of it right now with what's going on in the community and just within the environment right now. We need to have some compassion for a lot of people, and that is my word. I'm holding strong to it.
Love that. Love that. Dawn?
That is a great word. My word is embrace, because sometimes when these challenges come and there are changes on the horizon, we start to bristle and we want to fight them. And we're so busy fighting that we don't necessarily see the opportunity in those changes. So I'm going to continue to lean in and embrace some of the challenges that are coming my way and see what happens on the other side.
Yes.
I love that.
Love
I
it.
love that. She said lean in. Well, you know, we're going to continue to lean in, but you know, I love it when we bring in people that are doing the work in the community, Lady O. You know, I know how you feel about it. I don't know if we got a chance last week to say celebration, but I wanted to also, Jackie's Daycare literally had the grand opening of the new part two, and it was so nice, so cool to have that. And I love
Kids
what you talked about.
World North. Kids
Yes.
World North. I tell you, I've known Jackie 15 or so, maybe 20 years, and I've seen how much she pours her heart into the community, into the kids, from the gardens, from the education itself, and bringing opportunities for the parents also. So shout out to Jackie Baker Green for what she is teaching our children in the community. And by the way, I saw some little cuties that I know that were there.
Yes. You know what Maya loves? She said everybody knows her name. When she said lean in, all I could think about is how we have to lean into our community. And I remember during the pandemic, all the work that you were doing with them to make sure that everybody had meals. Lady O, what is your affirmation, your wellness word? Are y'all dropping y'all words in the chat? Y'all better be dropping them. Give me a word, everybody.
Jubilation is a beautiful word. I see that just popped up.
Yes. Well, Tracy, my word is imagination.
Imagination.
Always around my birthday, I just start to imagine things and opportunities. I want to achieve, I want to do, I want to share. So it's almost like, you know, like you're being born again. My birthday always brings that about for me, because as I get older, I'm so excited about life that there's new things, and I can imagine just how wonderful the experiences God has in store for me as I become a more seasoned lady.
A more seasoned lady. You know what? Every time that we get an opportunity to celebrate with a purpose, we got to do it, y'all.
Yes,
we really do. And so we'll continue to do that throughout the holidays. You all know they're going into November, and I know, Robert, I said that November was my month of no, but I think I'm gonna change it, because I know that we need each other. And as we go into Joy Cipher, my word for today is going to be hope. I was working out the other day, and I was listening to India Reid's There's Hope. And it doesn't think it, she said it doesn't cost a thing to smile. It doesn't cost a thing to laugh. You better thank God for that. And that's important for us to realize, that as we go into this season of change, that sometimes we got to just give each other a little grace and understand that we can be resilient when we come together and have the compassion for one another, to embrace all things and understand, as we move through new chapters, have a little imagination. Because if you have that imagination, you will realize that what we can do as we create these new chapters is realize that we truly need each other. And when we have each other as a community, we can take care of the girls, we can take care of the boys, and we can take care of each other. And that's what it looks like when you have love in the STL. We are so thankful for the village, as well as our sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Look, supporting people all over the world. And of course, my co-host, Lady O. What we're here to do is continue to build and realize that at the end of the day, if you have issues with anybody, just show a little forgiveness.
yes.
We'll keep making it through. So we are thankful that these ladies came on, and the gentlemen earlier. And we got next week.
We
Hopefully,
do.
God says so, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And you know, I always say I wish you peace, love, and positivity.
That's right, y'all. Tomorrow isn't promised. So own
your now.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Good night.
I am unstoppable.